If there is one thing I want you guys to get away from the videos I make, is that anything can be figured out, and that medicine is not esoteric. You start from level 1 and you go to level 20. The only thing that differentiates the guy at level 1 and the one at level 20, guy at level 20 knows something you don't. They don't know it because they came out of their mother with that information. They know it because they did some work the guy at level 1 has not done yet. That is the basic principle of growth mindset and the fixed mindset. So the fixed mindset is, I am this, I can't change, this is just what it is. For example, I'm not good at playing a guitar because I just suck at it. I'm amazing at doing math because I'm just good at it. The growth mindset is more of the efforts it took you to become either good at math or either suck at maths. So a mindset is basically a framework with which you look at the world and you organize information to then act upon. I'm smart, I'm dull, I'm fast, I am slow. These are just fixed mindset attitudes. But in a growth mindset, I can play a guitar because I have been training every day, an hour a day, learning these chords, learning that chord, trying this skill, trying that skill. That's why I'm good at playing guitar. I'm good at math because I do algebra every day. I do trigonometry every day. I make mistakes and I go back and I try to revisit them and get better. The growth mindset moves away from events and focuses more on the processes. Counterintuitively, one would think that if you tell someone you are smart, you are good, that will do better for them. It would seem that is not the case. They did this experiment where they told some people, you are amazing, you are good, you are just smart, you are just this, you are just that. And obviously this experiment, they took another group where they told them, I like how you put in the effort to achieve this goal. I like how even though you were downhill, you still worked hard to do X. So in one, we were just praising the efforts, in the other, we're just giving labels. And then they watched them do a couple of exercises. In the people whose efforts were praised, they persisted more and even did better than they had done previously, doing challenging work. And those who were just given the titles, you are smart, you are very intelligent, you are so amazing, they shied away from doing challenging work because it was contrary to how they perceived themselves. If I'm smart and I'm doing a work, it has to be easy. If it's not easy, then I'm not smart. Now avoid the challenging thing and do what is easier for me to reinforce the idea that I'm smart. Someone telling you are smart, you are intelligent, has the same effect on you telling yourself these things. Those self-affirmation things people do in the mirror. The strongest, I'm smart, intelligent, I'm the best. When you are faced with a reality where these qualities you believe you possess do not match up with that reality, you crumble because your identity is at stake. It was also shown that the people who believe to be smart, when they are reporting their own success, they tend to inflate it. Why? Because they are trying to match that identity. They've attached themselves to the identity of being smart, not the effort, not the process that gets one to be smart. For instance, when I was trying to learn how to do ECGs, I did not think I'm an ECG expert. I know ECG. All I thought was, if I was able to go through this ECG workbook, I'll get better at ECGs. And I sucked a gazillion times, many times, making all kinds of mistakes. But that did not prevent me from continuing, because I knew if Matthew Smith is able to look at an ECG graph and is able to interpret it, there is no fiber in my body that says Matthew Smith more intelligent than me. I just think Matthew is amazing where you are, but I know you did not come out like that. You worked your way and you are at that point. So if I also work my way, I'll be at that point. It's almost like a superpower. Nothing scares you. That is why I sometimes find it difficult when people say, you are not a doctor, therefore you shouldn't know this. Or it's like, okay, that is true. I don't know it today. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, I don't know it today. But if I pick up that book and I read it, nobody, I don't care which organization, can tell me I don't know. If I've read it and I've been tested on it, I think the testing is important. But sometimes you can read things, you think you understand it, but then when you are tested, your weakness can be pointed out. This part, I think I'm still lacking. Then you go, you study, and you reinforce it. There will be a point where you'll be at the same level as the person telling you you did not know it in the first place. And at that point, they still want to convince you you don't know it. But knowledge is knowledge. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. And it's only the process, the effort one puts in that can get you. If you have that mindset, that if only I do the work, I can get better, nothing can really scare you because you are willing to do the work. You understand it's not going to be on a silver platter. You are willing to grind. You'll eventually get there. The fact that you suck today does not mean you are going to suck forever. You suck today based on the knowledge you have. For example, you can take a book on surgery. You cut this way, you open this layer that way, you check this, you check that. You can read all that stuff. But if you're not actually doing it, you only have theoretical knowledge, you don't have experiential knowledge. Experience you get with time, making mistakes and learning from it. But the theoretical knowledge, bro, they are in books. If you learn it, you will know it. Some people, when they are stressed, they crumble. Things are too much. I have a headache. I have collywobbles. I just want to give up. And some people, when they feel stressed and they feel on edge, they get excited. Stress can negatively impact performance, your ability to concentrate. That is true. But it can also enhance your ability to concentrate and improve your performance. This is all dependent on how you view stress. So the mindset, the framework with which one looks at the world plays an important role in how it is experienced. Many philosophers have said it. The likes of Marcus Aurelius, the likes of Epictetus, Seneca. Man suffers more in his imagination than in reality. You have control over the things in your mind, not the things outside them. If there is something that you cannot control, there is no point in thinking about. Things you can control are the effort. I suck at playing the violin. It's not that you suck at it. You've not spent any time trying to play the violin. The bro you see like a flipping wizard just going to the he did not wake up one day and was just going crazy like that. He learned it. He spent hours and hours and hours polishing the skill for you to see the end product and just be amazed by it. I think often at times we focus too much on the event. This guy is doing this. I tried doing it today and I couldn't, therefore I suck. Who told you? You've not put in the work. It's not surprising that you are not able to do it. Try putting in the work. You will fail. Absolutely fine. Try again. Don't attach your identity to the outcome. That is the core tenet of the fixed mindset. You attach your identity to the thing. I know it's cliche. Everybody says just do the work, but it is true. If the work is not done, you cannot expect the results. And of course, we are humans. When things happen, immediately we feel like it's a flaw of our character. It's because I'm rubbish. It's because I'm not good. You are human. But when that happens, you have to try and take a step back, analyze it. What happened? What went wrong? Who can I speak to? And when you hear the information, don't let it go in and come out. Channelize it and do the work. It all boils down to that. You can figure out anything, granted you want to do the work. If you don't want to do the work, don't complain. You keep sucking and nobody is coming to save you. Early days of your physician associate student career, the lecturers will go through things that will give you cause for concern, make you doubt yourself. Maybe the course is not for me. Maybe these guys that I'm with, they are smarter than me. Maybe this, maybe that. They are not necessarily smarter than you. Of course, given the various backgrounds people come from. Someone might have just come from studying biomed and come to the course. You might have taken 3 years out, 2 years out. How they remember things, how quickly they're able to put information together to make sense of it will be different from you. There are no easy routes. We do operate under this assumption that everything is supposed to be pleasant. Some things suck. That's how they are. If you go to the gym and you are hitting the bench press, you feel like God. When you put that bar behind your neck and you are going for a squat and you are down there, I've never in my life liked that feeling. However, I do know if I don't do it, I'll have chicken legs. Detach your identity from the event and follow the process. Last time I got maybe 10%. Maybe if I change, I make a bit of tweak in C, I might get 12%. You take an action, you assess, and you adjust. That is the growth mindset. Stress is enhancing. You merge both of them together. You'll definitely surprise yourself. Speak with people who have gone through what you are going through and are happy to give you feedback. Constructive feedback. You don't want people lying to you. They have to be able to look in your face and tell you did not get the result because you were lazy, you were procrastinating, you were fooling about. You don't want someone who is going to sugarcoat it, coddle you. It might feel right, it might feel pleasant and compassionate during that short period of time, but in the long run, very detrimental. That's why I said I hate when people use physician associates as mascots. At the end of the day, there are individuals doing this profession. If there's a problem with the profession, and it is without the usual bias nonsense some of these people go about saying, let's address the clear objective fact. Let's not sugarcoat it to protect the emotions of physician associates. Because if you do that, in the long run, it will affect the individuals and the profession as a whole. Call things as they are, then we can learn from them and we can improve on them. It's a bit of a rant. I hope you got something out of it. It's your boy Yoti, and I'm out. Salute.